Hello again, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back to Maximus the Fourth. Today, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts with you guys on completing the 1,000 burpee challenge. This is a feat that I completed yesterday. Yes, 1,000 burpees in one go. This is a challenge that I've wanted to try for a very long time, and originally I had planned to do this challenge after I had achieved 1,000 subscribers, but that didn't happen because I wasn't in position to do it and I couldn't do it until I finally decided to do it. So, let me walk you guys through the whole process of doing 1,000 burpees. First of all, if you've ever done 100 burpees as fast as you can, ever, just once, you will very quickly find out that after you're done with doing just 30 burpees, you're already completely exhausted. I mean, you are sucking air, big time, sucking wind. And that's about how you're feeling when you're doing the 1,000 burpee challenge. After about the first 30 burpees, you're already sucking wind, like heavy. It doesn't really matter how slow or how fast you do them. Usually around rep 30, you can start to feel it. So it's like, shoot, I've done 100 burpees 1,000 times, so it's no big deal, right? Nope. The thing is once you finished 100 burpees, you know that you have to do that 9 more times. So I'm just like, okay, well, this is going to suck. I finished my burpees, my first 100, and I'm like, just demoralized. By this point, I can't even believe, fathom, or even bear the simple fact that I'm going to have to do that 9 more times. So I was just like, well, the only thing I can do is just take a breather, take my breaks when I need them, and the only way I'm going to feel better about this challenge is to do another 100. Because this is kind of a little bit of a taste of Navy SEAL training. Like, those guys during Hell Week, especially, they get absolutely tormented with exercise. And it's much more than that. They make the the drill sergeant instructors will literally make you shove sand down your shirt and your pants, make you roll around in the sand on the beach, and get yourself to where your groin and everything is completely chafed. This is obviously not Navy SEAL training, but it is definitely a taste of Navy SEAL training. So by the time you're done with 200, based on how I felt, it's like, okay, I got 200 down, but I still know I have to do this 8 more times. And it is horrible. So, boom. Just took my water break, had to talk myself into keep going. Once I reached 250, I was suffering. I was like, I can't believe I'm only 1/4 of the way done with these 1,000 burpees. And I'm just like, what am I going to do? I want to quit so bad, but I've already set out to do this challenge. I must complete it. So I'm like, okay, I talked myself into not quitting. So I just walked around for a little bit and I made up my mind that I wasn't going to give up. I'm like, just get to 300, see how you feel once you're done with that. So, boom, I finished the next 50 reps, got to 300 burpees. I'm like, okay, 300 is done. I still can't believe I have to do 600 more or 700 more, but I certainly feel a heck of a lot better having 300 done than 1 or 200. So, boom, take a break. It's like, okay, I got 300 done. I should be able to do 400. So, keep going. Boom. You get done with 400, and you're like, okay, this is better. This still absolutely sucks, and I still have to do this 6 more times, but I've done 400 now. Now, if I can just do another 100, then I've completed 500 burpees, and now I'm halfway done. So I must do 100 more. So boom, without much of a problem, I talked myself into doing another 100. Boom, got the next 500 done. Now, by this point, this is a huge feeling of relief. It's like, okay, you got 500 more burpees, but you just did 500. You're halfway there. It's going to suck. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's going to suck, but at least you're halfway there. So it's like, well, if I've done 500, I must be able to do 600. So I did 600. Boom, I'm done. And now by this point, once you do 600, because I've done 600 burpees before in 1 hour, it was an every minute on the minute workout. And I've actually done that twice, where you do 10 burpees and then you rest the remainder of the minute for 60 minutes. And it gets to the point where when you're 42 seconds in, sometimes you only have like 28 seconds to rest, or 18 seconds to rest. So I've been through that every minute on the minute 600 burpee workout for 60 minutes. So, but what I can tell you is once you're done with 600 burpees, by that point, your body is just completely exhausted, and there's no way you can really do them faster. In my case, I hadn't worked out for a couple weeks, because if you miss 1 week, you actually miss 2 weeks, because it means it's been 2 weeks since you've worked out, and that's where I was at. So that was a disadvantage I was definitely facing, and so I proceeded on with my next 100 burpees, and I get to 664, and my wife comes out and talks to me, and by this point I had lost space on my phone. So it's like, okay, well, I'm going to have to do this later, because my wife had to be somewhere and she talked me out of not finishing them right then and there. So boom, I took a 3 hour break, but I knew I was going to have to finish them still. So it's like, okay, so I got my phone set up to where I had enough space, and then 3 hours later I went back out, boom, finished the next 700 burpees, which I got, boom, the next 36 burpees. So now I'm 700 deep. By this point, you're like really having a hard time. By this point, my groin area, the sternum in your body, it's like in between your groin and, yeah, your thighs, is starting to get sore. And I think by like rep 500 or 600, I had already had a blister on my hand. So your sternum area is starting to hurt. Like I'm getting sore, and I know it. And you can even start to feel. Well, I won't go there yet. But so it's like, okay, got to keep going. If I did 700, I must be able to complete 800. So, boom, I completed 800, and now it's raining on me. Now I'm having to worry about my phone shutting off and my video cutting out. It's like, well, shoot, I don't want to relocate. It's too much of a hassle. I'm just going to keep going until I my video camera stops recording. So it's like, okay, well, just keep going. And by the time I had reached 800, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to complete this challenge. I don't care what it costs. I don't care if I injure myself. I'm not going to quit. I got to keep going. I'm way too far along now. Failure is no longer even an option. And it wasn't. So I continued on, got to, I think, 889 reps, and then boom, because the water trickled on my phone too much, it made my phone malfunction and the recording stopped, and I saw that. So I had to relocate, as you guys saw in part 3 of my 1000 burpee challenge, upstairs inside a building. And click, turn the video back on. Now I'm like, okay, I gotta finish my reps, and I think it was actually 883 that I was at. So boom, I completed the next 17 reps, got my 900. So I'm like, okay, well, I just got 100 burpees left to do. I've done 900. I can easily do 100 more to get 1,000. So boom, grind it out, and I get my 1,000 burpees finished. But now I'm faced with this thing. It's like, well, I've done 1,000 burpees based on what I've counted. But in all of my sets, I felt like I might have miscounted. And even on like set 800 or 900, I felt like I might have miscounted by at least 10 reps. And I feel like in some of my sets of 100, I'd quite possibly had miscounted 1 or 2 reps. So I'm like, okay, I gotta do 100 more burpees, potentially do 1,100 burpees to make sure that this is gonna be completely legit because I've already gone too far. I can't let anybody accuse me of cheating on this challenge. So if I have to do another 100 burpees to do 1,100 burpees total to solidify a guaranteed success in this challenge, and that's what I'm gonna have to do. Now, by this point, my legs were cramping, both of my thighs, left and right leg. And even before then, like around rep 850, before I finished 1,000 to do another 100, my legs were both cramping, my thighs. My groin area where your sternum bone is at on both legs was hurting. And I just felt myself getting so progressively slower. And there's nothing I could do about it. So boom, I finished the last 100 reps. I'm now like, yes, I've completed the 1,000 burpee challenge plus 100 just to make sure it's completely legit. And now currently how I'm feeling right now is very sore. Both of my shoulders, basically from my deltoids right here all the way down in the front and in the back too, both sides, my shoulders, front, back, and sides are just toast. And there's even not so much my back, although there are some spots on my upper back near my shoulders that are sore. But my ribs on both sides, I mean, every single one of them, like, we're talking, boom, every single one of them, every freaking one of them, even the ribs that are under your armpits right here, both sides just completely torched. And also, every single last one of my abs are just shot, completely sore. Both of my pecs are completely sore. Both of my legs, my thighs, right and left legs, front and back, are completely sore. Both of my calves are sore. And that's pretty much it. Almost my whole body is pretty much sore, except for my head, maybe my hands, other than the blister, and my feet aren't sore. But yeah, I think the hardest part right now is sleeping. Because every time I have to sit up and get out of bed, it's like, ugh! Just a tremendous amount of pressure is going on my ribs, or excuse me, my abs, and it hurts so bad to sit up. So that is my thoughts in the aftermath on doing 1,000 burpees. That was most definitely, I would say, probably the hardest workout I've ever done in my life. And I'm really happy that it's done and over with. And looking back on it now, I definitely don't regret it. It was a really good experience, and it feels really good to have not failed that challenge. So that's it, you guys. You've heard it from me. Those were my thoughts on the 1,000 burpee challenge. Maximus the Fourth here. I am signing out. If you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to share with a buddy. And leave a comment down below to help boost the algorithm. If this is your first time watching, make sure you check out my video, Does Wild Cherry Pepsi Taste Different than Pepsi Wild Cherry? There was a difference between the two of those. The video explains that very thoroughly. With being monetized, if there is anyone here who would like to help support this channel, I'm going to leave both a Venmo and Cash App link and also my eBay store link. You can buy anything for me that you want off of eBay, and if you want to donate anything, you can hit either one of those links in the description. Other than that, I am Maximus the Fourth, signing out. I thank you all for watching as always, and I will see you next time.